New comic book look, everyone. It's your kind of weekly, but not really, 2016 Hours of Operation comic book vodcast. Bringing it raw. Because we're starting the new year off strong. We got a lot of cool topics. It's a cool time to be a nerd. It's your boy Jon on Demand. Comic book Hugh Half. Comic book Calamity Jane. What? Over here to my right, K.E.N. is in the cut. And of course, you guys, special guest today joining us. No more name changes, he promised. Sgt Merica is on deck, hanging out with us here. That's that Midwest advantage. You get to network with other vodcasters and save the earth, talk about comics, and be amazing. So, what a great year to start out, like 2016, we're kicking it strong. And we've had so many cool things happen. And we've done this many shows, it seems like, about it.
Yeah, keep trying, but...
Yeah. So we're going to try to keep it bullet points today, you guys. Get through some books, talk about some topics. We're going to get straight into it. How are you doing?
Doing excellent, doing well. And much like you guys, my channel is very sporadic also, but I've been jumping on other people's channels, and it's just great to be able to talk comics with friends. So.
Absolutely. Well, comics we got. So, everybody kind of brought stuff to the table today. I don't even know where to start. Just want to get into it?
Well, no, I know you guys are trying to save money.
All right.
So the first thing we'll do is we'll talk a little money.
Finance report with Sgt Merica.
Yeah. No, hey, we all have a lot of things we want to buy. So, books, as you always say, vote with your dollars.
Right.
And as of right now, the best way I found is the Hoopla app.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys are using that.
Nope.
Through the 605 wonderful library system that we have, we are able to download an app, click on that app, and get comic books.
Shut up.
Yep, up to 10 a month. So that's 10 trades or 10 single issues, all that.
Yeah.
So I have not picked out too many books, but as of right now, my Batman Superman is one of the last ones that I have. So, it's been really good. I've bought a lot off of DC Marvel sites.
Yeah.
But now I found through our library system and the Hoopla app, I can go ahead and read the entire trade of Batman Superman. And like I said, you get 10 a month, so...
Hey,
pretty good.
Yeah.
It's either that or spending 30 to 40 at the time of,
or
whatever the case is. Depending on if you buy Marvel or DC, right? Yeah. The $10 difference. Anywho, no, that's awesome. You guys, so seriously, and we've said this a few times on the show, but totally hit up your library. Like, I've heard a lot of success stories. Some of my coworkers, their kids love it, they love it. Just getting their hands on some of that material. And the price is right,
Yep.
And digital reading, too, is picking up. I'm in talks right now with another coworker about Marvel Unlimited again, just kind of trying that out. I had my bad experience, but that was way back in the day when Guardians dropped, and everybody bought the service, and it overloaded Marvel servers. We're not a software company, we're a comics company, right? So, it sounds like they got their act together. I don't know, I'd be curious about checking it out.
Yeah, and I've definitely heard that it's gotten better. I mean, I've bought personal issues. I know Captain Cummings, a couple others have used the digital service time, off and on.
Yeah.
So I think it comes down to, there is a perfect balance between what you can do digitally and what you can do physically.
Yeah, because sometimes you just want to read it to read it.
Yeah.
And then you store it in your memory banks. You got that knowledge of those characters, and that's it. That's probably about 80% of my collection, by the way. Yeah. So that's just how I am. I'm a collector of information. I don't care about creators. I don't care about that. All I care about is knowing the storylines, how my characters are doing it, and where they came from. And if you tell a good story, I like the character. If you tell a bad story, I'm going to have a harder time liking the character.
Yep.
So, yeah. So for me, digital probably would have been a lot wiser on the space front and probably money at the time, too. I'm spending way less now. I didn't get any comics today.
Yeah.
Right? You saw us at the comic shop.
Yeah. Well, and I got to say, digital isn't the solution for everybody or for everything.
Sure.
I recently had an update on my my iPad, and it wiped out my entire DC collection. Oh. And they wanted me to sign in on some site that I don't normally sign in on, and to get all my books back, and yada yada yada. Time passes on. There was another download that did correct it. I did get all my DCs back. Yeah. Didn't want to tell my wife how many DCs are actually on there, and dollar-wise, even if it was $1 each, how much that would have been. So, didn't realize it till I started re-downloading. So.
Yeah, you're like, whoops.
Yep.
Well, the nice thing about digital is for people who don't have a local comic shop or there's no
place for them to go. Absolutely.
Yep.
Like half of South Dakota.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Although, boy,
That was a state joke.
now we've got a couple of comic shops in town, so we're kind of expanding there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, yeah.
So that's mine from the digital front. So
All right. Well, we're gonna get into the paper. We're gonna blow off the dust off these tomes and get into it. I'm just gonna dive in here, you guys. I'm so stoked.
Yeah.
All right. So, first of all, you guys, I love me GameStop exclusive covers.
all right.
And if there's one creator I do love and care about, it's Mr. Greg Horn. So when he makes these bomb color variants of the battle scene between heroes and villains, the Secret Wars, haven't read the storyline. Probably not going to, you guys, but I am a sucker for sick artwork, and I'm sorry, but when you have Thanos, Galactus, and Venom, Doctor Doom, like, a man after my own heart, right? If Ken was an artist, he would have done this too, right? And I'm not saying he's not. He draws a great dog, but...
It's the only thing I can draw.
Right.
So, I don't know. So, Greg, I know we're both in committed situations. In another life on Earth, 616.
Yep.
It probably was 6 with another number after it, but whatever. I don't know. I'm just kidding, Greg. I love you. All right.
That series I think you will enjoy
Really?
if you read the entire Avengers run of Hickman and Fantastic Four
They're
run.
still around?
That was all the old stuff. That was all the old stuff. But it was like a year and a half lead up to this.
Yeah.
But the it really ends up at the end being a very Fantastic Four thing.
Yeah.
So I would say read all of the Avengers, all the new Avengers with the Illuminati, and then all the Fantastic Four. So after you read those couple
Then
hundred
check it
comics,
out.
then
So it'll take you
it
a
is an
weekend.
excellent Marvel Boy storyline. I love Secret Wars.
All right. Well, that I can do.
All right.
Like I said to you guys, I didn't pick any books up this week, but good news is I have been reading. All right. So first of all, the rage that's consuming our nation right now: adult coloring books. So I got the Sinestro version of that, you guys. Issue 19, Sinestro Yellow Lantern. Duh. Fear, love it. So yellow lanterns till the end. Is it groundbreaking as a series? Absolutely not. I'm totally reading this as a guilty pleasure. Plus, in this issue, the rings go to some of those prominent villains that I love, and one that I was dressed up for Halloween last year. So Scarecrow got one. Harley Quinn even got one. So she has like a yellow mallet, which was hilarious, And just seeing all these different characters and their renditions of what fear is to them and how they use the yellow ring. It was a pretty sweet issue. But other than that, the series has been kind of a flatline a little bit. But it's fun. It's fun to see that side of the Green Lantern I get it. So... I don't know. Ultimately, I really enjoyed it. I don't know.
For those that are not purchasing those, you should let them know, though, that there is the regular cover underneath that cover. So it's not It's not just a cover.
Yeah, I noticed that, actually. They sometimes you'll miss out on it, and sometimes you get both.
All right.
Boom. Awesome. You want to keep going?
I want to hear. I want to at least want to see. I mean...
Oh, you want me to
Ken,
go?
you made an amazing purchase.
Ken bought something
So
magical.
I haven't bought any comics for quite a while now. I've been trying to actually avoid the shop to save some money, but then today we went and I picked up some from the cheap bin, about $10 worth, and as we're checking out, I look down and what do I see? I see a David Bowie comic, and with him passing recently, I'm like, I just can't pass that up, and it's actually pretty good. I was flipping through it. It's more of a biography type thing.
Black and white.
It's in black and white. It
Gangster.
talks about his early start and like the different things he did. His Ziggy Stardust days,
Give him some of
him in some of the interesting outfits that he wore. Even at the end, they even make a reference to Labyrinth, Yeah. So it came out in '93, so it's not like super old or anything. But I just saw it and I had to get it. And what I like, and you had noticed, is it says unauthorized and proud of it right there.
Damn.
Yeah.
And then the next one was going to be Jimi Hendrix, which I might have to look out for because that actually
cool.
looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
But
93, that's the heyday of those kind of comics, too. So.
I like the unique ones that you don't really see very often, and I've never seen one like that, so I'm like, I have to get it. So I picked it up.
Bam.
That was my big purchase for the day.
Yeah, Ken goes up to the register, looks down and sees that, and is like, mic drop.
Yeah.
Boom. I'll take Bowie.
More like credit card.
Awesome.
I've just been gathering a bunch of new ones. I guess I'm the new reader. Been loving Doctor Strange. The use of black and white or muted tones, and then it makes it really pop when he uses his magic. Some of the stuff in this. Jason Aaron's also just making a crazy storyline. So those people that are waiting on trade, pick up that trade immediately. Sheriff of Babylon is a tough book to read. It is the U.S. Army in the or armed forces in Iraq. It is tackling the idea of who controls the law in that country. It was actually selling so good. They went from a 8 series to 12 or 12 issues in the series. So I would say find the single issues on this or grab the trade when it pops out. This was King and Gerard's. So let me see if I can. Tom King and Mitch Gerard's for art. It's been just remarkably a nice one. And of course, I picked up Klaus. Every time I say Klaus, it's so the German in me. Klaus.
Might control it.
The story of how Santa Claus got to be Santa Claus by Grant Morrison. So this can only end up being weird and crazy. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So just about Doctor Strange really quick.
Yeah.
So comic book, Skylar of course isn't here. He's busy on set with Marvel. He helped with the Star Wars movie. He's actually was working on the set of Doctor Strange and told us that you were actually cast as the Captain America rendition of the film. Is that?
He'll crap talk anything about me. We almost got into a fist fight in the parking lot because I couldn't even get to my door. I wondered, who is this guy that's got his car jammed in next to mine? And it is the cyborg named Skylar. So yeah.
He's real, by the way. He's not here. So anyways, you guys, keep your eye out, Sgt Merica.
For the least of you guys, or for the least comic book reader you guys, I hit him more in the shop than I hit anybody else.
No, we only saw him in there one time. Yeah,
I see him all the time now.
It's like, are you a unicorn?
Yeah,
you don't see it that often.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So recent reads for me. I'll just fly through these really quick. Silver Surfer. I got Silver Surfer issue 1, the reboot. My favorite word, synonymous with every Marvel book ever out there. But Silver Surfer issue 1. Deadpool planking the Silver Surfboard variant with Galactus Shadow in the background.
Pretty awesome.
Had to get it.
Yeah.
I actually read the issue though, you guys, and I didn't like it, and I was hoping that I would because that previous reboot, the artwork was so rad and fun, and it reminds me, like if they made those into blacklight posters, I'd probably buy every single one of them. It's cool. It's cool. So that's definitely a no beer out of 6. What else do I got here? Star Wars issue 14 plus Darth Vader issue 15. This is Vader Down parts 5 and 6. Hilarious that they came out on the same day and they're on the shelf side by side. And so I'm like, wow, that's the end of that event, And so I was like, okay, I loved it. It was just funny. It was so predictable in terms of everybody having an opposite down to the droids. There's a bad Wookiee, there's bad droids. The droids are awesome. I'm not arguing that, but it's just like typical Marvel, you know what I mean?
I include in 4 billion forms of torture.
Yeah, no, I love those droids. I would get a t-shirt with them immediately. I'd probably hang out with them too if they didn't kill me, but they probably would.
And now you guys were there opening night with the comic book shop crew, weren't you?
Yep.
To see it, right?
Yep.
It was very, very cool.
Yeah.
Neat event.
Got some more. Yep, you guessed it. Number 1, Marvel, Uncanny X-Men, all new X-Men number 1. And Venom Space Knight. So let's talk about the X-Men books first. Okay, I'm done. So Venom Space Knight number 1 was pretty bad. Alright, I love Venom, but it's trying to be different, and I get that. I just can't get behind it. It was just weird. It was just not good at all. So I think you even read it and you were like, "What is that?"
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know.
Is it piggybacking off of the Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah. But it's just him by himself with this unknown alien race, and you're just left sitting there like, new costume, and we have no idea what's going on.
All right.
At all. And so I was just kind of like, I'm good.
And I did see Marvel with that is going to work with the Wounded Warriors Project because Flash Thompson in there is a wounded veteran, so...
Oh, that's cool.
If that comes of something and brings better literature, I'm all about it. And I love Venom as a character.
Yeah.
I would check it out if it had some breath of fresh air, but this was not it.
All right.
This was like someone's burp after dinner is what I got. And I'm like, I'm good.
All right.
Speaking of Venom.
What about Venom? We have more books to talk about, don't we?
I don't know. I thought you were out.
I'll just say I gambled on Johnny Red. It's this ace pilot kind of thing. It's World War II. I don't really know too much. It's Garth Ennis and Keith Burns. I flipped through. It looks nice. It's 4 issues in, so I'm just going to dig into it and see what it's like. See if I like air combat
Did you
comics.
just pick those up today?
Yeah.
Very cool.
So, yeah, number 4 was on the shelf, so I dug through. Our shop does really good about retaining a lot of them for like 6 months, almost a year maybe, do you think, on those?
They do pretty good on some
All
of
right.
them.
So we have like new week shelf, we have a last week shelf, and then we have a display of probably up to about a year's worth of previous issues, and then you get into the back stock. Yeah. So I've been very happy with our local comic book shop, Rainbow Comics and Collectibles. You know, definitely thankful for everything they've done. They've been really great about doing a bunch of new prices. So toys, I've gotten spoiled on. You know, a lot of books that they have displayed, obviously. You know,
they've been doing events, too. That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
yes,
just seeing it more present in the community is so awesome. It's such a mad market out there, you know.
I love the Kylo Ren at the comic shop.
Yeah.
The energy is super cool.
Still not quite sure what the deal is with the guy playing the ukulele, but hey, you know, that's...
They're doing a lot of new things. Sidewalk art, where they did downtown, they drew Iron Man and brought attention to the comic shop.
To see that one, yeah.
The youth comic book drawing classes.
I love that.
That has been really great that I've seen. So, I mean, I just wish I had a kid, or I was a kid, or I might dress up like a kid just to do it. But
and they partnered up with SuperCon, which is coming up, so that's pretty cool, too.
Yeah. So we will be having a con this spring.
Just down the street.
Mere months away, just blocks away. So if you guys come up, you'll have to stay at the residence.
The Unicorn Palace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but it's going to be amazing to see how that goes. It'll be cool to see what year 1 of a con looks like.
Yeah. I've never seen that.
I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I'm hoping it plays out well, and I hope it's something that they keep doing. There's also apparently, we only saw it located at the GameStop over on the east side of town. They had a flyer for it. There's an anime convention actually coming to town.
Oh.
And apparently they've got like 5 of different Power Rangers actually.
And it's like the least advertised event I've ever seen.
Like the Red Ranger from season 2.
Yeah,
or from,
which is a big deal.
2,
I mean, that's cool. I'd meet them.
Yeah, like there's a bunch of different Power Rangers coming.
And you guys have met a Power Ranger before, have you not?
I have.
All right, you have. Yeah. So.
I did not get to meet him.
Yeah, Walter E. Jones and I taking pictures, throwing back a few, saving the world. So, shall we do the unboxing?
Yeah, it's definitely.
So we talked about Venom, you guys. So there's one thing I love. It's some Venom. So I picked up this beautiful lava lamp today, which I'm pretty excited about. Clearance level 9 ball. So I just wanted to do. I've never actually. I don't think I've done an unboxing on the show.
Not to my knowledge.
Yeah, so this will be a first. All right, so you guys. I guess. You open it. Phil's done like a million of these. You open up the box, you guys. There's instructions at the top, and then you don't let the cardboard foil your progress.
Yeah.
And then from there, there's the base with the bulb stored in there. And the only reason I know this so well is because my coworkers at work just got me one for my birthday last month.
Oh,
and I just set it up a few days ago.
All right.
So this is all fresh on my brain. The basis of the lava lamp is definitely going to be clear liquid with black or purple in there, it looks like, which is kind of cool and trippy. And I hear my cats running around. That's kind of odd. Yeah, the bulb is even like the same size. That's cool.
All right, so the bulb heats up the fluid.
Yep.
Which gets
causes it to do its amazing
magic.
Right. So the thing that I really liked about this was the base of this, and that says shield, biological containment, subject venom on there. So that's cool. And rumor has it from the shop that there's a Carnage one coming out in a few months, and I kindly asked my shop to please keep me in mind when that drops, because I'll probably buy it.
Yes,
I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll probably have these set up. I was thinking in my nerd office, but then I was thinking I don't have a lot of room in my nerd office, so I might just do it down here instead to kind of get that rocking here. I'm just screwing in the bulb right now, you guys.
So you like the shield part of it too, then? Because I mean, Shield hasn't done too much with Venom in the past, have they?
No.
I mean, if it was Parker Industries, if it was Thunderbolts containment,
that'd be a little more amazing. But no, the fact that there's a Venom lava lamp period is so awesome.
Yeah.
Plug it in.
Yeah, dude, rock it. See if it lights up.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Guys, I think it works.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Yeah, it does. Boom. Alright, well, you guys, it's not going to do anything, unfortunately, on the show, but once it gets going, it's going to look pretty rad. So it usually takes like 2 to 3 hours.
All right.
Yeah, so we won't see anything immediately.
Heat it up. All right.
Heat it up. So, awesome. What else?
I was just wondering, I just mentioned Thunderbolts. The new Thunderbolts is coming out.
Yeah.
I jumped on when Norman Osborn took over, but you were tried and true from the very beginning.
I was.
And it looks like it is the old original team. It looks like it is everybody except for Zemo, and instead it is being led by Bucky Barnes, the Winter Soldier. So, your thoughts on this?
So, you missed my favorite character of the old crew.
Which was?
Songbird, with Melissa Gold.
Alright, yeah.
So, instead they put in this random character that's from the Avengers Standoff series or something of the like, and it's like a younger character that has access to the Cosmic Cube, which, I'm a little rusty on, so I don't know who that is. But Bucky leading it is an interesting new direction. Plus, we don't really have a sense of what happened to characters like Moonstone. And Atlas, I don't know where he's been, the big guy, giant. I don't know where he's been. You know, a lot of them have been in Thunderbolts on and off or manning that prison that they were guarding or whatever.
Yeah.
But it'll be refreshing to see that old team back together. I love the chemistry. I just pray that the writing's correct, you know, and that it's spot on, because of that other reboot of Thunderbolts that was just terrible. And it had the potential to kick so much ass, and they dropped it.
Yeah.
They dropped the ball.
Unfortunately,
You know,
it happens.
and then that cover for the first issue is so bomb that they're going with that old layout with the lightning. They even did that on issue 50 or something like that when they made that pretend team of Thunderbolts. And it was the same, like the lightning bolt, and then they had the different characters on there in the same poses. I like that. I thought that was fun. But that cover is very special to me because it's just like Thunderbolts #1 that I did get signed by Kirk Busiek, which was super cool to meet him. So, I mean, I am very curious to see what this is like. However, I just pray for quality.
All right, I can see that.
Yeah.
I'll be interested because, like, originally I didn't care for the original Thunderbolts.
Sure.
I liked Norman. I liked the twist. I liked the darkness of it.
Yeah.
It does look, I think they mentioned, the writer was saying that these people have done bad things on their own free will. Can they be heroes now?
Yeah.
It'll be interesting because Bucky was actually mind controlled. So, I mean, he's the only one who, I mean, maybe he can feel or understand where they're coming from because he's done bad things but wants to be a hero. So,
Yeah.
I'll be interested to see how it goes.
And I don't even know what he's been up to, honestly, either. I've never read any books.
The original Sin, he took over Nick Fury's job to guard the universe.
Okay. Well, that's a bit of a promotion.
Yeah. And so now he's, I guess, with the reboot or soft boot or whatever you want to call it, whatever Secret Wars is. We're looking at, you know, I guess they just did away with that. So now he's just Bucky on Earth again.
Bam. That's
Kinder,
awesome.
gentler Bucky.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right. Well, we're gonna shut it down, you guys.
I want to say one thing.
Uh-oh.
February, Deadpool,
Oh.
like 9 days. Come on, we gotta see this.
That means I gotta get the show edited by then.
you gotta do it.
Is it 9 days? It's,
Yeah, it's
Oh,
February. It's February 12th, so it's next Friday.
Okay. All right. I thought it was this week. All right. Thanks for that. Always thankful for the professor to give us the information. So
Cinematic Professor.
yeah.
Boom. Cool. All right. Well, I'm shutting it down. We went over our time, as always. You guys, thank you for hanging tough with us. Be awesome this year, 2016. We'll try to get everybody back in the cut eventually. Skylar, like I said, Skylar's busy right now. He's making that movie money, so hopefully we'll see him soon. But that's what happens. You know, the show catapults careers and changes lives. Reach out and touch somebody. Anyways, it's February, the month of love. So love what you do, love what you read, vote with your dollars, and keep it comics for sure. Boom.